Happy deadline day, everyone. It's the first day of Champions League Fantasy today. First time playing it for myself. I never claim to be like a European football expert. I will show you some other fantastic sources of information while we're on this stream together. But I hope everyone is doing well. We're going to be live right up until the deadline, which I think is 3 hours and 15 minutes away, which is quite a while to be live for. But I'm for one, I'm really looking forward to it. We got Moodit Paliwell, is that correct? I'm sorry if I butcher your name in the chat. Be ready to see me as number one in the world today. Wow, let's see, mate. I'm excited to see that. Hopefully I'll be number one in the world by the end of today. Remember, Perisic and Eze are going to smash it. Interesting. Good to see you, Mazdan. I remember you recognise you from the FPL stream. So it's good to see you come across to Champions League Fantasy. Yeah, the algorithm has been a little bit interesting with my Champions League videos because I'm so used to making FPL content. I'm not sure it knows what to do with it. But seems people are quite interested in my latest team selection. Speaking of which, here's how my team's looking. I've made a couple of changes since I did my team selection video. Nothing too major. By the way, let me know if the audio is either a little bit too loud or a little bit too quiet. I've adjusted my microphone and its settings, so if it's a little bit too loud, do just let me know in the chat. So this is my team. Up front, I've got Kylian Mbappe, Luis Suarez from Sporting Lisbon, and Pavlidis. I should say, by the way, I'm going for the chip strategy of a wildcard and Matchday 5 and what was it for? Wildcard and Matchday 5? And Limitless in 5 and a wildcard in 2. So basically, I am just building a team for this week, which is quite a fun place to be. So yeah, I only have to worry about this week's fixtures. And I just spotted Sporting Lisbon and Benfica have such a gulf in their quality of fixtures compared to all the other teams that it just makes sense to pick their players, in my opinion. So that's what I've done. I've got as much Benfica. I've got triple Benfica and Sporting Lisbon in there. So yeah, up front we got Kylian Mbappe, Luis Suarez, and Pavlidis. At the moment, Pavlidis is my captain. Although I probably should. What's Mbappe's ownership? 65. I should probably give him the armband, shouldn't I, for this week? I should probably give Mbappe the armband. We'll do that for now. My midfield, because I've been able to get Luis Suarez into my team, who is he 5 million or 6 million? 5 million. Absolute dirt cheap. It's allowed me to upgrade my midfield. So my midfield, well, to have some relatively premium assets in my midfield. So I've got Salah, Vinicius, Rafinha, Elise, and Trincao. In fact, what we'll do is we'll go on that screen. You can see my full team. My defence is Dumfries, Hakimi, Zabarnyi, Otamendi, and Gonzalo Inacio. I figured, we're targeting Dumfries. Just always seems to get attacking returns for me in fantasy games. And genuinely, whenever I see Dumfries play football, he always has a chance of scoring a goal. And I don't see that particularly changing from Inter today. I would also say my observation of Inter Milan in recent months maybe last season as well, is they obviously played Dumfries and DiMarco as their wing backs. But it just so happens that that Dumfries seems to get the biggest share of minutes as well. DiMarco is prone to an early sub, whereas Dumfries less so. He's great going forwards, great in the air. I'm happy with him. Hakimi also for that attacking sort of upside. I also think, their fixture against Atalanta at home is still a fairly good fixture. I think they got a good chance for a clean sheet in that one. I've gone for Zabarnyi, who I think will start. That's the only thing about the Champions League, right? Is particularly these teams with a big gulf between their fixtures. There is, of course, a risk that these players don't play. I think there is somewhat of a risk of Zabarnyi not playing, but you're looking at 4 million for a PSG defender who, and let's be honest, Zabarnyi is a fantastic centre-back. So I would be quite surprised to see him not play. Otamendi, I went for him because he plays for Benfica and I just think he offers quite a bit of goal threat from set pieces. Yeah, I like him. And then Gonzalo Inacio, who I think should be fairly nailed on for Sporting Lisbon. And again, we're playing those fixtures, right? So if I just switch to the fixtures view. So yeah, they got Quarabag and these lot have, I couldn't even tell you the name, Kairat Almaty. I mean, the golf in those fixtures is crazy. So I think you kind of have to target those players. And then in goal, so I've gone for Trubin or Truban, price back on the Benfica keeper at 4.5. And then Olympiacos also have quite a golf in their fixture as well. So if we look at Olympiacos, they got Paphos. I think it's a Cyprus Paphos, isn't it? So there's a golf in their fixture, and their first choice goalkeeper is, I can't click on him, but he's suspended. So it begs the question, who's going to play outside of him? And I think it's going to be this guy. 4 million. I think he wears the number 1 shirt, and you're only going to need him. I'm only going to need him for this week, considering I'm wildcarding a match day too. So yeah, with all of that in mind, that's how we're looking. I'm going to go back on my pick team screen. So yeah, if you're around here, do say hello in the chat. You do have to subscribe to take part in the chat, which I think is a fair exchange of value. It's totally free. Just hit subscribe. And if you could please, leave a like rating on the stream. I don't know what views are going to be like for this stream or how many likes we're going to get, but I reckon we could get 100 likes by the end of the stream. So if you're in here, feel free to say hello in the chat and yeah, let me know you're enjoying it by leaving a like rating. We'll be live right up until the deadline. Right up until the deadline. By the way, I've also got a mini league. I will leave, I'll put a link to, how do we do that? Leagues. The Golden Goal Meet. It's got 400 people in it. Can I add people? There you go. Here's my code. So I'll leave that on screen for a little bit. Golden Goal Mini League. Code. I'll pin that message for the time being. The mini league code's there. You want to join my mini league? We've got 400 people in there at the moment. Providing, because I guess this is going to be similar to FPL, I suppose, a worldwide game. Providing my merchandise company will actually let me post it, the prize will be a Golden Goal mug. They're very rare. I think only 5 people in the world have one of those. One of them being myself, of course. So yeah, if you win the Golden Goal mini league, you'll get yourself a mug. So consider joining. We got Daniel in the chat. Good to see you, mate. Glad to see you playing some Champions League fantasy. Gamer Gaming, can you change your team? Or will there be... I'm struggling to understand what that question is. You have to use transfers to change your team. But I'm in a position where I'm wildcarding next week, so I essentially can do whatever I like. Good to see you, Scrabble Fun. Except for 4 players, you're a man of good taste. Or woman, of course. Salah and Suarez or Haaland and Trincao? I think I go Haaland and Trincao. No. The thing is, I think that's such a 50-50 call. Such a 50-50 call, isn't it? I'm pretty sure... Hang on, bear with me. I'm just going to go on Twitter a second. You won't see it. I'll do it off screen. I've got, from FPL Tom Hadley, set piece takers here. So let's move that across. So here's your set piece takers. So where's Sporting? So yeah, Luis Suarez is on penalties. I think I'd go for the option that has Suarez in it because he takes penalties. I in fantasy games, I just really value a penalty taker. I know his performance wasn't that good against Burnley, but I still value the penalty taker, I think. Abdul Rahman, hello mate. Free subs, free likes. It's free for you. Helps me out a lot. That's all I can ask. Yeah, that's the thing in this game, especially because I'm just looking at match day 1. I just filter by midfielders. How can I filter by price? Salah's obviously probably Ballon d'Or contender this year, but gotten off to a slow start, I'd suggest, this season. Lamine Yamal is quite possibly injured. I think to the point where you can't pick him. I just don't think he's pickable. Rafinha is great, and Vinicius is great. But then outside of that, is anyone like massively convinced by these assets? Saka's injured. Cole Palmer, he's coming back from injury and he plays Bayern Munich. Wirtz has done nothing this season. Musiala's out. Bellingham, Rodrigo, Doué's out. Odegaard's injured. I'm convinced by Elise. It looks like Kvaratskhelia not going to play. Foden and De Bruyne, I'm just not sure. Barcola could be good, to be fair. Bradley Barcola could be good, but I don't... How does he get into this team? I've already got... Am I triple PSG? No, I'm double PSG at the moment, so I could get him in. But at the same time... So he's one, I suppose. Arsenal mids against Bilbao, quite possibly. I think Eze could do all right. Declan Rice, I suppose, could be okay for some recovery points. Just not... You know what I mean? I'm not massively convinced by a whole load of midfielders. It's just my opinion, though. KDB and McTominay be good, yeah, but they're playing Man City, aren't they, this week? Away as well, isn't it? Yeah, I'm just not convinced by that fixture. But yeah, I like the shout of Barcola. He scored at the weekend as well, if I'm not mistaken. Palmer's going to hit. Jack's big on Palmer. I'm sure he will. No, my luck. Palmer just loves to troll me in fantasy football, mate. Gula, you could go for him. I prefer Vinicius, mate. There's also a guy from Monaco. Now, my chip strategy is going to be very different. Might be different to yours. But there's a lad from Monaco who I think is really good value as well. I think that some of the gamers picked up on him as well. Midfielder from Monaco. Akliouche. So he's only 4% owned in the game, but he's gotten off to a fairly decent start to the season for them. And plays quite a key role in their attack. I think 5 million could be decent value. Domestic form. Everyone's 0-star though, unfortunately. I think got Minamino. But yeah, I think Akliouche could be pretty good at 5 million. If I was building a team for the whole, I wasn't wildcarding a Matchday 2, I think I'd have Akliouche in my team. But I don't need to do that, so I don't have him. Welcome to everyone that's just arrived. I see the viewers have popped up. If you're new around here and haven't already, please subscribe to the Golden Goal channel. I'd really appreciate that. I'm going to try and knock out as much Champions League fantasy content as I can for you. Yeah, leave a like rating on the stream. I'll see how many likes we can get, but I reckon we can do 100 likes by the end of the stream? I do. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes. Is Hakimi a better pick or Nuno Mendes? My gut feel, mate, is Hakimi. He's going to be more attacking. How much is Nuno Mendes? I'm playing 2 fantasy games at the moment. This one combined with FPA. They're both 6 million. I'd go for Hakimi. Don't mind that at all. Scrabble and fun. I think there are a load of options that you can pick in this game where, you know, those kind of differences will be in most people's teams. Good to see you, FPL Tom. What do you make of my team, mate? What do you make of that team? Any good? Any good? I think we're pretty much there, to be honest. I think we're pretty much there. Sigma's watching both streams. Is Tom live as well, is he? Have a goosey. I'll go over to his stream and leave a like as well. Hey, the boy's live. Let's go. Give him a like. Zabani nailed? No. I can't say with 100% confidence that he's nailed, but I think he probably plays. The thing I noticed about PSG is they benched Marquinhos. They played, was it Lens they played at the weekend? And they benched, was it Metz? One of the two. And Marquinhos was benched. That was the only observation that I would have. Marquinhos got benched. Cheers, Craig Weaver. I appreciate that. Right, here's some useful stuff I think's worth talking through. So I'm sure Tom will share the same thing because he shared this with me. But I found a really good source on X at FPL Shaden, one of the two. And he has used betting odds. He's also got a really good Patreon. I won't show anything on the Patreon because it's behind a paywall. And it would be unfair to share it on my free YouTube channel. But what he's done is a projection of projected goals basically for the group stage, or not group stages, these sort of initial stages of the Champions League up to Matchday 8. And this is what it's showing. So for Matchday 1, isolated, Real Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain, Sporting and Benfica are the top teams. And then it kind of switches a little bit. And then we get a sort of a dampener in match day 5, which is when I'm going to use my limitless, and then we're back to my team in 6, 7, and 8. Clean sheet odds, they follow a similar structure, although it is suggesting that the strongest defence in the Champions League this season is Arsenal, which is interesting. Napoli 2nd, Liverpool 3rd, Bayern Munich 4th, Chelsea 5th, Inter 6th, Bilbao 7th. But it's quite interesting. Arsenal, match day, they got a 75% chance of keeping a clean sheet. Yeah. I have both streams on. The sound is weird. Hopefully that's not my sound. My sound should be cool. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. So if you're picking a team for the long haul, I suggest that you should definitely look to get an Arsenal defender in there. And in my mind, I say this in FPL, but I think Elise versus Barker, that is quite an interesting one, isn't it? Tell you what. Yeah, that is a big call, that. Elise versus Barcola. That is an interesting one. What do we reckon? Elise or Barcola? Anyone in the chat? Well, what do we think? Elise or Barcola? For me this week, I'd go Mbappe. I think I'd go Mbappe for the long haul as well. First 2 fixtures are just too good to ignore. Yeah, I'd go Mbappe. This is just an individual one. I always love looking at FPL Tom Hadley's stuff on X. He's absolutely fantastic, both for FPL and for Champions League Fantasy. And here are his projections for match day 1. So the strongest teams in terms of projected goals: Benfica, Real Madrid, PSG, Sporting Lisbon. So that suggests to me the teams that you should probably target from an attacking perspective. From a clean sheet perspective, where you got Arsenal 40%, Juventus 30%, but the big ones are Benfica on 60%, Olympiacos 52%. Who else is pretty high? Well, PSG pretty high, 42%, and Sporting Lisbon on 64%. So Sporting Lisbon have, the highest projected goals and clean sheet odds for match day 1. So again, if you're doing the match day 2 wildcard strategy, you've got to get on Sporting Lisbon and Benfica, really, haven't you? And if you can, maybe a little bit of Olympiacos too. Get on a little bit of Olympiacos. So the next question, ladies and gentlemen, is, who are we all going to captain? We're going to do a poll in the chat. I'm just going to put my team back. Who are we all going to captain? So let's start a poll. Who is your match day 1 captain? So we've got Mbappe. Who do you guys reckon are the match day 1 captaincy shouts? Let us know in the chat. I reckon it's Mbappe. Kane, is he an option? Pavlidis has got to be one. Surely. Suarez. You say Haaland, Kane? Haaland/Kane. Let's do that. Because that's a choice some people have to make. Let's do that. Let's put the poll in. Let's see how many votes we get on the poll. Will you use wildcard? I absolutely will. Football data. That's the strategy I'm going for. I'll be honest. One of the reasons I've also done that strategy is I'm not a European football expert. This is my first season playing Champions League Fantasy. I'll be the first to admit that. I'm not an expert. I don't have any rank history or anything to share in this game. So what I wanted to do was play in a way that's as simple as possible for me. And not only did I think, logically, that's a really strong chip strategy, but it also makes things simple. You know, it makes things really simple for me in the way that I can just play the game. So I can pick whoever I like in match day 1. I can pick whoever I like in match day 2, run that team till match day 5, and then go from there. I could have Arsenal. When we see the lineups for Arsenal, I might consider bringing one of their defenders in, depending on who starts for them. And same for PSV as well. You know, if there's a cheap Arsenal or PSV defender that plays, I could be tempted to move one of them in. Which Silva are you talking about, Dimitri? I would always say Dumfries, personally. Which didn't play like this. My first season player, mate. Yeah, the Elise versus Barkler debate is an interesting one. I'm going to do an FB ref comparison of the two. Elise versus Barcola is interesting. What's their stats like so far this season? This is Barcola on FB ref. Love a bit of FB ref. So he has played, got made 3 goals. Only 0.9 XG though. This is per 90. 0.35 non-penalty XG. It's not amazing. Not amazing. So Elise put up. He's got 3 goals, 1 assist. Oh, it's close. So they both scored 3 goals in their domestic league. Oh, Elise is creaming him for non-penalty XG, XA. So Barkler was like 0.35. Elise 0.89. Who has he played? Yeah, Elise creams him. I'm going Elise. And it's at the Allianz as well. I think there's a factor. That's a tough place to go. I was just looking at FB ref, Jack. Get both I could, but then one of Rafinha, Trincao, Vinicius, or Salah has to go. I'm not sure I want to do that. FB ref is my single favourite source of football data, to be pretty much honest. Really, really useful, really good. Really good. João Neves be a good pick? Maybe. The thing is, all of those PSG midfielders are kind of the same. You just filter. Vitinha, Neves, they're all and Fabian Ruiz, they're all sort of the same player. Chip in with the odd goal here and there. Like 1 goal, 1 assist in last season's Champions League. He's not, I guess he got the massive ball recoveries, didn't he? Just not. That's the only thing, Simon, is, yeah. He's the only doubt in my team, to be honest. Salah. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Salah is the only doubt in my team. That's just because I'm playing the game for 1 week, basically. But I'm also not sure about it. Thoughts on my team? Juan Garcia, Truban, fine. Howson, Grimaldo. Not sure about Grimaldo. Upamecano / Porro. Calafiori, Rafinha, Elise, Gula, Siemens, Trincao. It's a good team. I'm just not sure about Grimaldo. Have I missed something on Grimaldo? I just think Leverkusen are not in a good place. I sounded very Bristolian when I said that. Yeah, I just don't feel like Leverkusen are it. Not filling me with excitement. He still plays for Leverkusen, doesn't he? Yeah. What did he do in the Champions League last year with no Alonso? 2 assists, 5 cleanos, 2 goals. He did do all right, didn't he? Still not. 2 goals last game. They play Copenhagen and PSV. Not bad, is it? But it's away. I'm not massive on it. Especially when you can get Hakimi for 6. I just get Hakimi. How many goals did Hakimi score in the Champions League last season? 4, 5 assists. I guess he went a bit further, didn't he? But I think Hakimi's the one. Thought you weren't so confident on Salah. I'm not. I'm not confident on him, mate. I picked him because I had the budget, but I'm not. The thing is, if I don't pick him, I don't feel like my team's going to change all that much. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no one that in this team that's like crying out to be upgraded. Apart, rumored Vinicius benched. I'm not sure. Not convinced on that. We're going to have a look. We'll have a look. Of course, we'll have a look. But I'm not convinced by that. I got to say. Vinicius Junior. Oh, interesting. Bit of drama that he's not too happy. Trent's going to play. Interesting. So Madrid Extra. This is the Madrid Extra predicted 11 for Madrid. And it doesn't have Mbappe in it. Oh, sorry, it doesn't have Vinicius in it. Oh, got to take him out then, haven't I? Barcola, you're in. Barcola is coming in, mate. I think it's got to be done, hasn't it? Then I got 2 million. Well, I guess I'm going to go for Gabriel then, aren't I? Carreras. Tell me more. Tell me more about Carreras. Why is he a good pick? What have I missed? I'm going to do that. That's annoying that Vinicius is out, isn't it? Bloody rubbish. Oh, well. Still quite happy with that team. Let's make sure I've got the bench order correct still. 16. Yeah, we're all good. Grimaldo dilemma. He is playing more wing attacking. He has easier upcoming games than Hakimi. Not so confident for clean sheet. Otherwise, I would pick. When you're picking a defender in a fantasy game, you want to pick a defender because they're good for clean sheets and attacking returns. And for me, Grimaldo ticks one of those boxes, but not both. Hakimi gets you both. Hakimi's going to get some attacking returns, albeit probably less commonly than Grimaldo will. But at the same time, he plays for a much better team. And let's be honest, PSG, it depends when you're playing your wild card. Their fixtures ain't... And just based on how good of a team they are, they're still going to keep clean sheets even in the tough games, I think. That's just what PSG do. They're unbelievable. So yeah, we've got rid of Vinicius then based on that. I'm going to quote tweet that. Vinny Jr. not predicted to start. Hashtag UCL fantasy. There we go. If, by the way, you're trying to get my words out. If you're enjoying the stream, please leave me a like rating. Scrabble and fun. Hopefully, I've answered your question by doing the move myself. I replaced him with Barcola. How many free transfers? I'm going to remind myself. Two per match day. There you go. 4 points deductive, take more, so you get 2 per match day. That's how the transfers work. Mate, the game is gone. Champions League on a Thursday. I agree and don't agree. It's good for Champions League fantasy, isn't it? But obviously not good for anything else. Garassi scored a lot. He did, mate. Militao, good goal threat from corners. Yeah, he is predicted to start. Greenwood, haven't they? Bloody Greenwood. You just can't ever pick Greenwood in a fantasy game, can you? Absolute rat. There we go. But the screenshot has Vinny in it. It's him or Rod to start looking at that. Screenshot has Rod. Oh, it does. How have I missed that? How have I missed that? How did I miss that? What a friggin' idiot. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to delete that tweet. See, I think that's enough doubt for me not to pick him. I'll be honest. He's gonna start now and score a hat trick, isn't he? Yeah, but it's a bit misleading, so I'll keep it down. That's one change we've made on the stream. Considering any Newcastle defenders, let's have a look at the odds. So looking at the clean sheet odds, where do Newcastle sit? Yeah, they're decent, aren't they? Yeah, you could do. I think Fabian Schär could be a good shout, to be fair. Or Big Dan Burn. I don't mind those odds. And the thing is with Newcastle as well, St James's Park is just, it's one of those stadiums where it's a complete like battleground for their team. And Newcastle always play to a higher occasion at St James's Park. So I think at home they have even, I don't mind Newcastle defence. Don't mind it. Yeah, you look at that run right up until game week or match day 8, they've got sort of above 0.35. It's strong. Napoli's also really good as well, isn't it? There's definitely room for a Napoli defender after match day 2. Yeah, you're right on Vinny. He is a little bit inconsistent. Other team option: Juan Garcia, Trubin, Porro, Housen, Hakimi, Calafiori, Dumfries, Yildiz, Mastantuono. I just wouldn't go near Mastantuono. I just feel like his place in the team it'd be up and down. Rafinha, Siemens, Elise, Mbappe, Gyökeres. Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind that. For me, Mastantuono he's an interesting one, isn't he? He's such a young kid that I think that's naturally going to have inconsistency in his game. So at some point, he will be out of the team. 86 votes on the captaincy poll. Mbappe is absolutely creaming it as things stand. What do you think of Tillman? Let's have a look. To be honest, there's so many players in this game. You could make up a name, and I wouldn't know. Well, those numbers don't excite me. I could, if I was playing for the long run. I'm not too excited by Tillman. If I was playing the game for the long run, sorry, I was the wrong screen. I would definitely have Akliouche in my team, but I'm literally picking a team for match day 1 because I'm wildcarding next week, so I don't need to pick him. But if I wasn't wildcarding, I'd be absolutely all over it, mate. Absolutely all over it. Yeah, I agree on Mastantuono. I think it's too much of a risk. And I don't think the upside is worth it. He doesn't strike me as a player that's like gonna bang in a hat trick every week. Every week's not the right word, but he's not the type of player that's gonna absolutely go mental and break the game. I just don't think he's gonna do that. It's just my opinion, though. Carreras over Housen. That question surely not to me. I think Mastantuono is a really good option for today. Oh, you're not worried about the long run, and he's 4.5 million. Oh, he's actually got something in domestic form. Some other players don't. It's an interesting thing. I think he probably does play, doesn't he, to be fair? Sorry, I need to get rid of that. It's got my DMs up. Let's see what else is going on in the world off screen a second. Yeah, Vinicius has not been in the best form either. Rodrigo, Mbappe, Mastantuono. I just don't need to save the cash, though. That's the thing. I don't need to save the money. Tillman plays Copenhagen, but can't get too excited about that, mate. Sorry. Who would you replace with Tillman in that circumstance? You think Quenda is such a sleeper pick over Inacio? Guaranteed to start a right wing. All right, then. We're on it. We're on it. I'm convinced, mate. Was he a Benfica player? But I've got triple Benfica already, mate. Maybe I could go for the sporting keeper if I do that then. If we get Quenda in. Where is he? Am I being blind? Have I just been completely blind? What? You having me on? You're having me on. Have I just missed him? What am I doing? There he is. Oh, he's not called. That would explain it. Oh, and he's okay. Okay. Go on then. Go on then. For Bodo Glimt playing Prague. It's not exactly a fixture filled with quality, that one. I can't believe I missed that. I was expecting it just to say Quenda, though, not Giovanni. That's what knocked me. That knocked me off my perch. Bear with. I tell you what, we're getting warmer, ladies and gentlemen, I think. Yeah, fair enough, super. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to follow all the Champions League games today. Should be good fun. It should be good fun. So in the Liverpool team today, it's probably Gakpo that's going to make way. Looking at Anfield Talks account, this is their predicted Liverpool 11. Don't know if anyone would actually lose any sleep over Liverpool players. But yeah, looks like Gakpo is going to be the one to make way. What else we got? So yeah, it looks like I don't know if anyone's got Lautaro Martinez from Inter in, but it doesn't look like he's going to play. Bonnie, De Vrij, Sukic, DeMarco, and Josip Martinez could step in for Martinez, Acerbi, Mkhitaryan, and Carlos Augusto and Sommer. So Sommer might not even play in goal for Inter, which is mental. Sabitzer and Joe Bellingham expected to start for Dortmund. Looks like Kvaratskhelia is a risk, so is obviously Martinez. FFBobby has been the absolute governor when it comes to UCL fantasy, by the way. This is who he thinks his 3 favourite players are in each position. So he's got, I'm not going to try and pronounce that. The backup Olympiacos keeper, Truban and Chevalier, Hakimi, Quenda and Calafiori, Barcola, Trincao, Gula, and Mbappe, Suarez, Kane. Yeah, Barcola's his number 1. He's in my team. We got Barcola, mate. So it looks like Porro, Siemens, Richarlison, and Kudu should all play for Spurs based on the predictions. Alexander Arnold's going to play for Madrid. There's going to be no... So Julian Alvarez is not in the squad for Atletico Madrid. Yildiz, Openda, and Jonathan David expected to start for Juventus. Not sure anyone cares about that. Rafinha and Rashford are expected to start for Man United, for Barcelona. Any other news I got? Yeah, Alvarez being out. That's probably the main of it. Hello, Philip. Good to see you. Strange vote. Yeah, fair enough. I just installed this game. What do I know in terms of chip strategy and essential players? If you want me to be really quick, this is my first season too. I'm going to wildcard in Matchday 2 and Limitless in Matchday 5. Just looking at how the fixtures line up. We've got projected goals here, which sort of gives you an idea. Matchday 5 looks quite tough. And I think with the good games that the Portuguese teams have and how much of a different team that allows you to build as a result, I think wildcarding in 2 is a good way to play it. Because then you can pick the teams, you know, Barcelona, you can pick their teams and then just limitless them out in Matchday 5. I think that tactic makes sense, and that's how I'm playing it. It's also the most simple way of doing it in my mind. And essential players, I think Mbappe is going to be probably the best player this week. Suarez, I think, if you're picking a team for Matchday 1, I mean, I'm pretty much going to tell you all of the players in my team are essential at this point. Because I think the closer and closer we get to the deadline, the more and more I'm going to sort of chip away and improve this team. I think we're nearly there now, to be honest. I mean, I'll ask you good folks in the chat. I mean, who else would you get in this team? Who else would you get in this team that I don't have already? And by the way, if you're new around here, please leave a like rating on the stream and subscribe to the Golden Goal channel if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate that. If you had to pick one from Salah, Vinicius, and Rafinha, who would you pick? I'd pick Rafinha. I'm worried about Salah. I've got to say, I don't see why I wouldn't pick him. But at the same time, I am a little bit worried about him. Probably sounds a bit mad to say that, doesn't it? But I genuinely am a little bit worried about him. PSG goalkeeper, absolutely. For the long run, mate, you pick him and stick with him. I've got Rafinha on my bench, mate. I just said Rafinha, I think, is a really good option as well. You can't give me beef for not having a Barcelona player. Otamendi, I think he offers decent threat from set pieces, basically. I think he's going to play. He's pretty much nailed on. The golfing fixture, so I think he's got a very good chance of keeping a clean sheet. And I think he's really dangerous from corners. Hang on. You need to learn how this game works. So I'm going to sub him in when I need to. So he plays on the 18th, so I can sub him in if one of my players plays poorly. The way to play this game is you pick a squad of 15, and then you get to sub in and out. So when a player is finished, you can choose to sub them out for one that hasn't played. So all of the players you see on my bench are playing later than the ones in my starting 11. Araujo, 4 million Benfica still. I looked at him and then I saw he didn't play at the weekend, so I don't know. Calafiori or Housen, I would answer that question when we know the Arsenal team, to be honest. We'll get the Arsenal team before the Arsenal kick-off, so I'd actually right now. I'd wait and see the Arsenal team. I think Arsenal are quite possibly better defensively than Real Madrid are. Araujo did play, did he? I thought I checked the lineup and he wasn't in it. FFBobby, where are you at? Okay, we can use FFBobby together. Benfica. You think Calafiori bench? Well, we'll find out. So that's their latest game, is it? Against Santa Clara. We did play, but he only played 46 minutes. Just a heads up. And before that, oh, you're a Benfica fan. I see. Before that, he didn't play. Oh, he played centre back in that game. He did play the full 90. Okay, so he could be playing, but still, I think I'm going for Otamendi, mate. Yeah, like you say, he's a menace from the air. Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. Oh, he got a cleat to the head. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think Calafiori benched. We're going to find out. We'll get the lineup, so there's no need to panic. No need to panic. When is the deadline? Yeah, the deadline's on kickoff, so you'll get to see the lineup. So don't panic. Sudakov for Benfica is a real shout as well in midfield, but it's very rogue. Yeah, I don't want to go too rogue. I think, to be honest, my team, I'm fairly happy here. I'm fairly happy. I'm happy to answer other people's questions, though. We'll end that poll. Any suggestions for the next poll? What do people want to see? When are you I'm wildcarding next week, mate. Match day 2 for me. Match day 2 wildcard for me. You feel free to copy me. Copy me as much as you want. When we win, though, you've got to let me have the prize. Well, when I win and you've copied me, you've got to share the prize with me. That's all I'm saying. Actually, it's the pinned message in the chat, mate. I'm going to copy it for you, though. There you go. What to have for dinner? Well, I'm going to the gym after this, and then I'll probably be very hungry after that. So I'm going to have salmon tonight. If you're asking me what's for dinner? I wonder if we can get the chat next to the game. Let's see if we can do that. I wonder how good I can manipulate the tech. I don't think it's going to work, actually. No, we'll stick with that. We'll go opponent. But yeah, you are making the game less fun for yourself. Samuel, I skipped your question. Pedro Gonçalves, I didn't even realise that was a question, mate. If you're going to ask me a question, put a question mark at the end of it. I go Trincao. Now I'm going to copy you just what I hear. Yeah. I think for me, Lucas, it was easy to digest, sounded simple, and also it made good sense. Looking at the projected goals and clean sheet odds, match day 1 is an interesting week because you can prioritise the Portuguese teams and then hop off them. So I'm going to have probably 6 players in my team this week that won't feature for me for the rest of the game. And then I'll wildcard into get all the good teams in. And then a match day 5, most of the good teams have tough fixtures. Liverpool, Arsenal, and Liverpool, Napoli, and PSG, I guess. But Copenhagen have a good game as well. So match day 5 feels like a good time to limitless, and then you get all your good players back again for 6, 7, and 8. I just think that's a good way of playing it. 5-a-sides tonight. Love that, mate. I'm a swimmer. I don't know if any of you would know if you're new around here. I'm a swimmer, and I was playing 5-a-side alongside swimming. And I was playing in goal. I was doing well in goal, but I injured myself. I was doing too much, so I had to quit out on 5-a-side. And where we played 5-a-side, some of the opponents we would face would die to win their 5-a-side game, to the point where most games just ended up in a fight. And you can have a couple, and it's quite exciting and fun. But when every game is basically a scrap, it just ruins the fun of 5-a-side. Yeah, exactly, Lucas. Exactly. And, this is like an 8-game week game at the end of the day, isn't it? Pretty much. So yeah, I think that's the best way to go. I have Mbappe, Haaland. Is Guirassy a good third choice, or who else would? Yeah, I think so. It just depends on your strategy. Keep pressing the wrong screen. It just depends on your strategy, really. If you're not going to wildcard next week, I think that's probably the way to go. I tell you what, does anyone want to get their team rated? We could do some team ratings, couldn't we? I'm going to rate your teams. When's the wildcard video going to be up? I don't know, mate. We got to get through this week yet. We got to get through this week. I'm not too sure. So we're going to do some team ratings. So I'm going to do a tweet. There's my Twitter at Golden Goal FF. I'm going to do a tweet, right? I'm going to do a tweet for anyone watching my hashtag UCL fantasy stream. Reply to this tweet with your team. Ready? So I'm gonna tweet that. I'll move Twitter off screen a sec so you can see my notifications. And hopefully, as the notifications roll in, people are going to send me their teams and we can rate your teams. How about that? So, by the way, my Twitter is here, at Golden Goal FF. My latest tweet. Got 3,000 followers on Twitter, by the way. Incredible. My latest tweet. For anyone watching the stream, reply to this tweet with your stream. So, with your team. So, Golden Goal FF on Twitter. Reply to that tweet with your stream. Yeah, with your stream, with your team, and we will review your teams. For the time being, though, I'll stick on mine. We'll wait for some teams to come in. Can you type your team? Sure. Reply to that tweet with your team. I'm going to leave a link to it. Going to leave a link to it in the description, in the chat as well. Reply to that tweet. There you go. Pin that. Jack Meadows has replied with his team. He's got Haaland, Mbappe, Kane. Oh, sorry, Mbappe, Kane, Guirassy up front. Rafinha, Palmer, Lookman. Probably, but meh. Araujo, Pavard. Not sure I'd have Pavard in. Or Araujo. What's your chip strategy, I suppose, as well, is the big thing. I think for me, had no money left. I'd go for Zabarnyi. And I wouldn't have Zabarnyi actually. Yeah, I would. I'd have Zabarnyi and the PSG keeper as well. And that saves you some cash. Like Pavard, I don't think you want Pavard. Zabacosta, I'm not massive on him. Kamara, I'm not massive on him. What a weird comment. That's just my thoughts, mate. That's just my thoughts. Well, we got them rolling in now. Gianni Katunen. Haaland, Mbappe. Not sure about Barella. Declan Rice, I like. Elise, yeah. Rafinha, yeah. Dumfries, Hakimi, Nuno Mendes, Araujo. I guess. Yeah, you're already tripled up. Yeah, fair enough. It's a good team, that. The only thing I would say is, are you happy with Luis Suarez every week? Because there's not really another 5 million striker you'd want to pick. FPL taxi driver, Kane, Mbappe, Luis Suarez, Salah, Rafinha, Barcola, Çalhanoğlu, Upamecano, Calafiori, Howson, Di Gregorio. I would just go for the PSG keeper, to be honest with you. Pedro Gonzalez, Dumfries, and Nas, Gonzalo and Nas. Good team, though. I would just have the PSG keeper, I think. Sent me the same team twice. Frizado, Kane, Mbappe, Pavlidis, Rafinha, Elise, Barcola, Hakimi. Yeah, good team. Lovely team. Love that. Good team. I wouldn't pick Akliouche if I was wildcard in Matchday 2. I would get Trincao in there, and I would work out a way that I can do it as well. Oh, quite easy. I'd have Luis Suarez. If you're wildcarding in Matchday 2, I think you have to have Luis Suarez in there. Uriah, Haaland, Mbappe, Elise, Valverde, Gula. Not sure about Valverde, I like Gula. Gabriel, Bastoni, Frimpong. I'm not massive on Frimpong. Marquinhos, Otamendi, Raya, Chevalier. I just have Chevalier and another cheap keeper, to be honest. Rafinha, Pedri, Lewis is a good team. Good team, just those 1 or 2 changes, I reckon. Whereabouts in the world are you from, bro? We'll have a look at some more teams when I get them. No one else has sent me their team yet. There we go. Another team. TRST KDKN. Haaland, Mbappe, Rafinha, Elise, Pedri, Marino. Dumfries, Timber, Romero, Pavard, Raya, Vicario, Quansah. I'm not massive on this team, mate, I gotta say. You're referring to Game Week what? Well, it's coming out at 4 PM, mate. So in 35 minutes, there will be a wildcard draft for FPL coming out. This team, I think, could do with some changes. I'm not big on Marino, I've got to say. Not big on Jonathan David either. I just think you can do better. I think you should pick Pavlidis, to be honest. Rafinha, Elise, and Pedri are fine. I don't like Marino. I don't like Pavard. I don't like Quansah. And I think you don't need these keepers. I think you go for Chevalier and Trubin as your 2 keepers, to be honest. Chevalier is just, I think he's an absolute shoe-in if you're like not wildcarding a Matchday 2, to be honest with you. It's just my thoughts, though. But yeah, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna reply to that tweet. There we go, another team. Wildcard Matchday 2. Mbappe, Pavlidis, Haaland up front. Okay. Rodrigo. I just think that's too much of a risk. Picking, because we won't see the team. I think it's too much of a risk to pick any of those left-sided Madrid players. Like if you're picking Rodrigo, you may as well go Massantuono. Buy him for 4.5. Elise, the 2 PSG centre midfielders, I'm just not sure I'd go there. I'd go something more attacking. So I've got Barcola. I think you could get Barcola in there. I just wouldn't pick the 2 PSG centre mids. Grimaldo, not massive on Grimaldo. I also don't see the need to pick Courtois either. I think you go Trubin, the Sporting keeper, or the Olympiacos keeper. So I've got, I'm not going to say his name, Pashalakis from, I think that's how you pronounce it, I don't know, from Olympiacos. And because they're playing Paphos, that's such a golfing fixture that you may as well just buy him for 4 million. You don't need to spend all that money on your keepers. I don't know who this guy is either. I just wouldn't pick him. And the rest of the team's fine. I think there's 1 or 2 changes here. Goalkeepers, go for Truban and the backup Olympiacos keeper for me. I wouldn't have Grimaldo and I wouldn't have those 2 together. I'd go Barcola. Yeah. I'm really happy with my team. I'm in a good place. I feel like I'm in a good place. The thing is for me with Olympiacos is I don't think, even though they play Paphos, I just don't think their attacking assets are better than other good attacking players that have harder fixtures, if that makes sense. So for me, I'm happy to pick their goalkeeper, but outside of that, I'm happy to pick some other boys, to be honest. Got FFBobby in the chat. I've been sharing some of your tweets, mate. Absolutely smashing it on the Champions League content. Hope you're keeping well, mate. Thinking about going double Sporting defence with Quenda and somehow getting Rodney, as apparently he was just rested. Can do. Everyone's big on Grimaldo. Am I missing something on Grimaldo? I just don't fancy it. Away at Copenhagen, I think they score. I just don't fancy it. What's FFBobby? What is your thought on Grimaldo? Am I absolutely cooked that I don't think he's a good option? Am I being dumb? Should I pick Grimaldo? I've got Hakimi and Dumfries for reference. I can't say he's not on your shortlist. Interesting. The one thing I'd say on Vinicius with this team is we're not certain he's going to start. So I'll probably stay clear of Vinicius. You don't want to be spending that much on a player that might not start for me. Mbappe, Pavlidis, and Suarez. Yeah, your team is good. I just wouldn't have Vinicius. I went Salah. And I'm not even that confident on Salah, to be honest with you. FPL Sparta. I think that's the last one. No, Waffle Coffee was the last one, I think. Yeah. What's he saying? Not sure on chip strategy. Honestly, I think if you're not sure on chip strategy, you go with the wildcard 2. I just think wildcard 2 makes everything easier for yourself. I really do. It's a good team. I'd just be a little bit worried about Vinicius. Sparta, FPL Sparta, Mbappe, Pavlidis. Yeah, good team. Good team. I got no comments on that. That is a good team. Rafa, Kane, Mbappe, Suarez. Yeah, good team. It's a good team. I got nothing to say. It's a good team. That's where you want to be, I think, if you're wildcarding. Matchday 2. That's a good team. I do have a mini league, mate. It's in the description. I will put my code in the chat. 433 people in it at the moment. There's my code. There you go, bro. If you can win yourself a golden goal mug. I was drinking my tea out of it earlier. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you've not checked out, I'm sure you have if you're watching YouTube, UCL fantasy content. But if you've not checked out FFBobby before on YouTube, stop everything you're doing and do it, because he's got some fantastic stuff on Uefa Champions League. Hello, your thoughts on my team, Barella. Yeah, I don't like Barella. Sorry. I've already given you my thoughts. I've already reviewed it. What's this guy doing? Wildcard Matchday 2. Okay. Mbappe, Pavlidis, Rafinha, Barcola, Yildiz, and I don't even know who that is. My apologies, but I wouldn't pick him. Grimaldo, Nuno Mendes, Ortega, Otamendi, Truban. Yeah, it's a great team. I would have Trincao in there. To be honest, I would have Trincao in there. And defensively, I think Quenda has got to be in there. I'm sold on Quenda. Is it Quenda or Kenda? Either way, I'm sold on him. He's more attacking than the other Sporting defenders. I'd go for him. Vitinha or Barca? I'd go Barcola. I just think those PSG centre mids are just not massive on them. Cheers, Sparta. Let's see if you can win yourself a mug. Just got into UCL Fantasy. Which chip strategy are you on? I am wildcard in Matchday 2, Limitless, Matchday 5, mate. It's just simple. It makes sense. It's simple, it's easy. The projections sort of line up. So these are goal projections. Looking at match day 1, you can go ham on PSG, Benfica, and Sporting Lisbon, and then wildcard them out match day 2 if you want. Probably won't wildcard out match day PSG though. And then match day 5, you can go in limitless, get some rogue teams in again like Copenhagen, and then match day 6, you'll have your team back. Anurag, absolutely. There was a day, if I remember rightly, where I think FFBobby was putting off starting a YouTube channel back in the day, and I'm so glad that he did it. He's absolutely smashing it. It's great to see. I think he's cut himself a very nice niche in the UEFA Champions League fantasy game as well. Salah needed a 95th minute pen to score, and Atletico do have better players. So Salah for now is a doubt, as Atletico have a good defence. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm not... Sorry, just go back to my team. I'm not sold on Salah. That's not my team. There's my team. Yeah, I'm not sold on Salah. But who else should you pick? Who else should I pick? What should I do? I feel like my defence is unreal. My midfield is the best players I can think of. And my forwards are the best players I can think of. Do you know what I mean? So Salah, yeah, he could be someone else, sure. But who do I pick? I'm out of ideas. It's just Twitter, mate. FFBobby's Twitter is where you can check the predicted lineups. Should we have a look at FFBobby's Twitter while he's on the stream? Let's have a gander. In the meantime, you tweet me your teams on the pin message. So he's been sharing everything, basically. There we go. We'll have a scroll on his Twitter. So here's the Real Madrid predicted 11. Madrid Extra, I think, is like the biggest Real Madrid fan account. Yeah, 1.9 million followers. It's suggesting that it could either be Vinicius or Rodrigo on the left. They're backing Mastantuono to start. Mbappe, Gula, Valverde, Tchouameni, Carreras, House, and Militao Trent. That's the Madrid team. Liverpool team. Ekitike, Wirtz, Salah, Szoboszlai will be there, so no Gakpo. Carvajal and Bellingham out for Real Madrid. It looks like Lautaro and Martinez are not going to play for Inter. Sabitzer and Bellingham both expected to start for Dortmund, but I don't think anyone's too keen on that. Kvaratskhelia is probably not going to play for PSG. Here's his shouts, by the way. Just pick those players. Trent's going to play. There's no Julian Alvarez in the Atletico Madrid squad. Rafinha and Rashford expected to start for Barcelona. We've got a team to be reviewed. There we go. Mbappe, Pavlidis. Yes. This is good. I'm just not massive on Marino. I don't know what you're seeing in Marino. But it's a good team. I just don't know what you're seeing in Marino. By the way, remember, if you want to get your team rated, reply to this tweet with your team. Oh, hello. I was just playing my own reel back to me then. So yeah, I'm fairly happy with this team. Fairly content. No more teams to be reviewed. Take a look at Gula's. Yeah. Is Gula better than Salah, though? Is he better than Salah? 4 starts, 2 goals, 1 assist, 0.75 non-penalty XG. There we go. Is what it's saying on FBref. It won't let me show it. Well, Doué's injured, mate. That's why I've not got him. Pick Marino just for threat on set pieces. It's not enough. You want someone who's actually going to play in the attack. I don't think Doué is. Oh, sorry, Doué. I don't think. I just wouldn't go Marino. Wouldn't go anywhere near him. If you're wildcarding next week, there's just no point picking Marino. There's a chance in my mind that he doesn't start because Declan Rice didn't start at the weekend. You know, I just wouldn't pick Marino. It's triple Madrid attack. It just depends who you got. It depends who you've got. I'm really content with this team, actually. I'm not going to lie. I'm really content with this team. We are so set. We are so ready. Why did it do that? Yes, Anurag. He's going to play as a winger. Banger. Love that. We're gonna give Bobby something a sec. Gosh. Thinking of just getting Rafinha. Yeah, I wouldn't have Vinicius based on yeah, Quenda will play. I don't think I'd have Vinicius and I'd just go for Rafinha, to be honest with you. I think we're pretty much there. I think the only question is now, considering how hyped he is how whether I want to go Dumfries to Grimaldo. That's the last question, I think. I can't believe I can't believe I've got Salah in this team as well, and he's probably going to troll me just like he's done in FPL. But I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense. Apparently there's some Skepta drama because he lost at FIFA. I don't know if anyone's seen that. I haven't seen that. Yeah, Quenda will play. Grimaldo going crazy at the moment. That's the thing. They're going to concede. They're away at Copenhagen. I think Copenhagen score. Oh, you're getting FIFA? No, mate. I don't play computer games anymore. I work full time. I've got this YouTube channel where I literally make a video every day. I am so busy with this channel. Yeah, I don't have time to play computer games, I'm afraid. Why not Kevin De Bruyne? I just don't think he's good enough. That's going to be an interesting one, actually, isn't it? Away at Man City for his first game in the Champions League. I just don't think. I don't want him. I don't want him. If you're worried about Quenda, don't pick him then. You got KDB for match. I'll tell you what, the Napoli, when you look at the projections, goals-wise, they're fairly high. Clean sheet-wise as well, Napoli are really good. They're really heavily backed to keep clean sheets. I don't mind Napoli assets. Are you using your chip for Matchday 2? Yeah, I'm going to wildcard. It just feels... Why do I keep going onto that screen? It just feels like the most sensible way of doing it. It just feels like the most sensible, easiest, simplest way of playing the game. And it allows you to have a bit of fun in Matchday 1 as well. I just think those Sporting and Benfica fixtures are amazing, aren't they? What do you think about Luis Diaz? Nah. Elise is the one. What's Diaz's stats like this season? Have a quick goosey at him. Luis Diaz. Oh, crikey. 5 attacking returns in 3 games. Oh, dear, he's looked good, hasn't he? He's only made 3 starts. Where's his match logs? Match logs. Played 90 in every game. 75 against when they won 5-0. That's good, hasn't he? Ah, okay. He has looked quite good. He has looked quite good. Oh, he's listed as a forward. Oh, that's disgusting. We can't have him then if he's a forward. I didn't realise that. I hadn't even looked at him. Oh, that's awful. What are they doing? That is awful. Cheers, Bobby. I'm risking. Well, I mean, he's in my team, mate. That's the answer to the question. What do you think? Yeah, I won't answer that. KDB is a shoe-in for wildcard 2. I think Napoli get top 8. Let's see. What do you think on Gyökeres? Yeah. I just don't think he's as good as Mbappe, Kane, or Haaland, though. You know? Although he did absolutely smash it in the Champions League last season, didn't he? But anyway, that's my opinion. I'm going to give my opinion. That's my thoughts. Those are my thoughts. I'm going De Bast as my sporting fine. He's probably more secure to start than Quenda, but I just don't see why he doesn't. Why Quenda doesn't play. Is Pavlidis essential? Depends on your chip strategy. If you're wildcarding in Matchday 2, I think it's very hard not to pick Pavlidis. But if you're not, I think you can avoid him. Cortex, good to see you, mate. Are you playing Champions League Fantasy, my friend? I took the afternoon off work to do this stream, by the way. I thought, if there was ever a time to take an afternoon off work, it would be this, to do a live stream. So that's what I've done. You've got both Trincao and who's PG? I wish I knew. 2K overall last season, mate. Massive. Is my team any good then? Mr. 2000th overall? What do you reckon? Pedro Gonçalves, got you. Thank you. Is my team any good, mate? What do you reckon? I am very happy with it. I won't lie to you. I'm very happy. Excuse me. I'm just going to check something on my channel. There should be a wildcard video coming out soon. Let's just check it's scheduled correctly. Yeah, there'll be an FPL wildcard draft coming out at 4 p.m. Gonna head now, brother. Good luck with the rest of the stream. Thank you, Bobby. You too, mate. Bobby will be live very soon by the looks of it. So yeah, looking forward to checking out what he's got to say. Cheers, mate. I'm on a similar draft in terms of going all in. Yeah, I think it makes sense. Cheers, Gamer Gaming. Perisic is a player not being talked about enough. Let's have a look at what he's done this season. Let's get on the old 1 goal, 4 assists. I love Perisic as a player, by the way. I think he's wonderful. So against Rotterdam, he got 1 goal, 2 assists, played 72 minutes. 0.2 XG. So across the season so far, he has racked up 0.53 non-penalty XG per 90. Not too bad. He's not lit the world up, though. But I guess they do have a decent fixture, don't they, against Union SG. Yeah, I've seen a couple of teams with Dest in it, on Twitter at least, anyway. I think Dest looks pretty good. Dest does look pretty good. I guess we're going to stop the team reviews now. Van Bommel PSV is a good option. He scored recently. Let's have a look. Mark Van Bommel. I can't believe he's still playing, by the way. No way. No. I was going to say, he retired 10 years ago. Ruben Van Bommel. Must be his son. Hopefully Cortex. It's not that amazing. You know, he's not played a full 90 yet. I can't get too excited about that. I was like, what? Van Bommel? I remember Van Bommel from when I was a kid. Those were the days. Cheers, Cortex, mate. I do appreciate that. We do our best, my friend. We do our best over here. That's what we do. No Grimaldo, love. He's not on my team, mate. I'm warming up to him as an option, but I haven't picked him. El Karbi's not a bad shout for Olympiacos. Where does he slot into this team, do you reckon? Ooh. Didn't like that. Oh, forward. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with my forwards. Lamine Yamal's injured, mate. You're a Barca fan. Yamal's out, bro. Good to see you, Nixie. I hope you're keeping well, my friend. Good to see you. You're in every stream. I really appreciate your support. So why have you asked me about Yamal if you know he's out? That's interesting. I think you've got to have. I think this is the front three, isn't it? If you're wildcarding in two, this is the three up front that you've got to have, pretty much. I try and arrive. I appreciate that, mate. Cortex, do you reckon Vinicius plays? That is the big question. Do you reckon Vinicius or Rodrigo starts on the left? And what do you make of Mastantuono? That's what I want to know. BCFC Roaster, love it. You got Neves as your captain. I'm not sure about that. Vinny starts, no doubt. Oh, Cortex thinks Vinicius starts. Okay. I've gone with triple Real Madrid attack. Oh, I could go for Vinicius instead of Salah. Should I do that? Should I put Vinicius over Salah? Xabi Alonso doesn't like Rodrigo. Interesting. Good to see you, top 10 travel. I'm doing really well. If you haven't already, please do leave a like rating on the stream. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes. In order to convince your FPL audience, say a few words, mate. It's more fantasy football. It's the same pros that FPL brings to the Premier League as it just does it for the Champions League. Makes the Champions League more interesting. You can change your captain. You can sub players in or out during a week. There's loads of players to choose from. Chip strategy is quite easy. I'm just wildcarding next week, limitless match day 5. That's all you need to worry about, in my opinion. Scrabble and fun. You could say the same thing about Dumfries and Hakimi, though. I just don't think he keeps a clean sheet. My favourite fantasy besides FPL was actually the Euro 2024 fantasy football game, because that happened at an interesting part of my life where it really propelled this YouTube channel. So I would say it's got to be Euro 2024 fantasy football. And it was basically the same as this game. Sell Gabriel to Grimaldo. I can't afford it, mate. Got nothing in the bank. Can't afford it. I'm really happy with my team. I won't lie to you. I'm really happy with my team. Up until Grimaldo scores. Any 4 million defenders likely to start? Yeah, Araujo from Benfica, and I think Zabarnyi has a shout against Atalanta as well. Zabarnyi from PSG and Araujo of Benfica. You wouldn't mind Akliouche? No, I think if you're not wildcarding in Matchday 2, you got to go for him. But I'm not, so I've not picked him. I got 1 point for 3 recoveries. Does Huijsens start? I think he does. He's got a few reds though, hasn't he, so far? I hope so, Karam AM. I will be playing it if so and making videos about it. Oh, Alex, good to see you, mate. Sorry I missed your message. It's great to see you. It's been a while, I think. I hope life's treating you well. Where did you end up in FPL last season? You were like 5th in the world at some point, if I remember rightly. My starting lineup would be Courtois, Trent, Militao, Howson, Carreras, Tchouaméni, Valverde, Gula, Mastantuono, Villi, Mbappe. Yeah, fair enough. Have you missed team reviews? No. No one sent me their team to be reviewed, mate. Tom Deadline lives for wildcard 26 in the night. I don't know what that means, but whatever, mate. It probably does make sense, and I'm just not getting the joke. Oh, World Cup 26, not wildcard. World Cup, I got you. You sent it to me on Twitter. I've done all the teams that I was sent on Twitter. Every team that got sent to me, I've done. (50-50) between Trent and Carvajal. I think it'd be Trent. Thoughts on Bayern? Yeah, good. Yeah, good. I think Kane scores this week. You said it 10 minutes ago. I've already reviewed it then, mate. You should have stuck around, because I was reviewing them as soon as people sent it. So what you did is sent it, I reviewed it, and then you clicked off the stream before you got to see it. My finish got worse and worse, so I ended... Oh, unlucky, mate. Happy anyway, absolutely. That's a great season for you. We was wanting you to start a YouTube channel, mate. Oh, yeah, drop us a follow on Instagram if you haven't already. Cheers, Cortex. Big ups Instagram. I'm happy watching yours. Been lurking. Cheers, mate. I didn't click off, mate. I was trying to get you to check with a message since you hadn't done it yet. What? Mate, how have you sent it to me then? I've reviewed every team. What are you talking about? I've reviewed every team that got sent to me. I've not missed any teams. So your team has been reviewed. I didn't miss it. I either didn't get it, I didn't miss it, I just didn't get it. That's all I'm saying there. I promise you, I didn't miss it. Thoughts on Pavlin as captain? I had it right up until I saw how many people were captaining Mbappe, mate. I don't mind it. Already rated your team Scrabble and Fun, but I can do it again. FPL start, not too bad. We got 72 points last week and 2.7 million overall. Not too bad. Yeah, Zane, there's a bit where the crowd affects my gut feeling though. That's the only thing. When you go against a big captain in the first week, you can put yourself out of contention almost straight away. Yeah, Scrabble and Fun. I'm thinking about that as well, mate. I'm really thinking about going Salah to Vinicius. I really don't mind that. Haaland, Mbappe, Suarez, Salah, Rafinha, Rice, Çalhanoğlu, Gonçalves, Timber, Porro, Calafiori. Yeah, great team. Great team. It was a rough start. Nice one, mate. You just gone with vibes and gut feelings. You know what? If we're going on gut feelings, something's happening. I don't like Salah. I had him in my team and I just thought, I don't like him. Let's do that. Who else we got? Who else? So I've got a million now. What can I do with this million? What can I do with this million? Who are the most popular players in the game? Vitinha? Surely not. Raya's up there. Way too expensive. Like Haaland. So if I do that, I have even more money. What do I do with the cash? No, I'm just looking at I'm filtering by ownership because it will show me the top players in the game, basically. Not that I'm going to pick by it. Otamendi to Van Dijk. No, I really like Otamendi. I really like all the players I've got in my team. Guess maybe I could do that. But then I'm not. He's got 5-star domestic form. Bloody hell. Ronaldo. Let's have a look. Let's see what he's done this season. Let's see what he's done. If he doesn't start, he scored 2 goals and got an assist. So bloody well is the answer to that then, isn't it? Played 90 in every game too. Oh, he's played 90. Scored 2 goals versus Frankfurt. All right then, he's in. He's in. He's in. Then I don't have an Arsenal defender. I feel like looking at the clean sheet odds. Go to that one. That's a better way of looking at it. 40%, 36, 40, 40, 36, 64. I feel like I want an Arsenal defender. I feel like I want an Arsenal defender in here. We'll wait for the Arsenal lineup to come out. That's what we'll do. Scored 2 free kicks. Liverpool defender. But against Atletico Madrid, do you think they keep a clean sheet? Alvarez is out. I'm not sure I want a Liverpool defender. Sorry, I'll just go back to my team. Nearly there. Atletico Madrid is having a horrendous start to the season. Oh, now I'm tempted to get bloody Salah back in. They've won 1 out of 4 in La Liga. Oh, now I want to get Salah in my team again. Oh, don't do that to me. Now I want Salah. Oh, God. Now I want Salah. I don't think Gakpo plays. The Liverpool predicted lineups don't have Gakpo in them. Yeah. I feel like I'm also going to get hurt by Vinicius. Tell you what, I've had Elise in every draft so far. And I feel like I don't desperately need him, you know? Could I do this? Could I do this? Get Vinicius instead of Elise. And then what's the clean sheet odds looking like? Bayern Munich, Inter. 40% to keep a clean sheet. Bayern Munich 37. Olympiacos 54%. We go for an Olympiacos defender, could we? Go for Calafiori and Housen. I think I should go for Calafiori over Gabriel, shouldn't I, in fairness? As long as he plays, I think Calafiori's going to be fine. Yeah, but he's also playing Chelsea, Scrabbling Fun. You can't just tell me to pick your. You can't just tell me every decision I'm making is wrong. Yeah, we are going to get lineups. What do we reckon? I feel like we're getting there. You just know whichever one of your league code doesn't work. We should do. There it is. I'll leave it on the screen for a little bit. There you go. Should do, mate. I reckon stick with what you had early on. Keep Salah, forget Vinny, and keep Elise. You think? There's my code. You think? Okay. Okay. I just don't. I've watched Salah this season. He's just done nothing. Yeah, this guy will start this week at 4 million. No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go back to where I was. I don't know top 10 travel. I don't know. I've just done it on a browser. I'm sure it'll be in the Uefa app somewhere. I could go for Vinny though, couldn't I? I could do it. I'm going to go back to that. I'm going to stick with that. I've gone Militao, most likely to pick up those defensive points. Do you think Real Madrid keep a clean sheet? What's their odds? 43. Sporting is 66. We're all over Sporting. You had Dumfries, I did. What's Inter's odds? They're 40%. It's tough, innit? Can see Marseille scoring. So can I. We somehow find a way to concede. Yeah, I could drop Otamendi to Araujo. Is the only thing. Do I want to do that? I really like Otamendi. I think he's worth the extra million with his goal threat. I really do. Is it worth to take Vitinha over Barcola? I don't think so. I don't think so. How much is... Oh, I could do that, couldn't I? Dumfries or Howson? For me, I'll go Dumfries. Bro, I do have Carrera, so I really like him. How much is he? 5 million. He looks like Michel Salgado, doesn't he? Shame he's 5 million, though. What chips do we have? Mate, just look on the game. You got a limitless and a wild card. You're telling me all this. You're asking me these basic questions, and then you're telling me the players that I should pick. Come on, bro. Did someone say that Grimaldo's 2 goals were free kicks, by the way? Did someone tell me that? Yeah. They're both are free kicks. Oh, 2 free kicks then. I'm off him. Not interested. Not interested. They don't happen all the time. I am not interested in that case. Sorry to be very negative, but I am not interested. Yeah, he might be, but yeah. Who's the most selected player in the game? Okay, I've got the 3 most popular. We're covered. Bro, I don't think Grimaldo is that good of a free kick taker. Like, I think, fair enough, he scored 2 in a game, but I just don't think, statistically, it's not going to happen again. I'd go Mbappe and Pavlidis, mate. I wonder. I'm just a little bit in between on Vinicius or Elise now. Vinicius has the better fixture, but is less likely to start. What if you were to, Cortex, my friend, my good friend, if you were to put a percentage on how likely you think Vinicius is to play, what percentage would you put on it? What percentage would you put on that? Ben is thinking Grimaldo. Mate, don't get me started on Grimaldo. I don't want to know about Grimaldo. I don't want to know. Yeah, Mosquera at 4.5 as well. You could go for him as well, couldn't I? Then I've got a mil. I've got a milli to do nothing with. I could go from Barcola to Elise if I do that. Oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Barcola's going to bloody score now, isn't he? What do we reckon? What have I just done there? Is that any good? Is that any good? Alex, good to see you, my friend. Thank you for joining the stream. Are you playing Champions League Fantasy, mate? I think we're there. I think I'm there. I've only got one PSG player, though. Am I mental? Am I mental for only having one PSG player? Probably. I probably am a bit mental for that. Kane or Haaland is way better than Salah, yeah, but how do I get him in? Kvaratskhelia looks like he's injured. I agree, but I can't get them in. Because I think Suarez and Pavlidis, you may as well have them. Yeah, I think we're somewhat settled now. We're somewhat settled. When did the lineups come out for Champions League? Is it an hour and 15 before kickoff? So you've still got a quarter of an hour till they come out, maybe? Maybe. But yeah, I mean, if you're the only thing is if you're not wildcarding a match day 2, then Kane or Haaland should be in instead of those two. But because I'm wildcarding a match day 2, I just need to target Benfica and Sporting because they've got such good fixtures. That's all I need to worry about. Perisic might be in for me. We get the team for that as well, don't we? Should be out at 5:30. 5:30? Is that your time? Predictions here. All right. We'll predict today's games. How about that? Should we do some score predictions? Anyone in the chat want to take part in some score predictions for today? I think that could be quite fun, you know. I think that could be quite fun. Right. Arsenal, Bilbao. What do we reckon? I think Arsenal win that 2-0. I think they are so solid defensively, Arsenal. And Athletic Bilbao, unfortunately, they do have a good team, particularly Inaki Williams. The two Williamses. I forgot about the two Williamses at Bilbao. Can they keep them quiet? Go on. Yeah, they can. There they can. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. I'm going for a 2-0 Arsenal win. PSV Union, I think will be the same score. Go 2-0 win. Benfica Qarabag, 4-0. Juventus Dortmund, 2-2. Real Madrid Marseille, 3-1. Tottenham Villarreal, I'm going to go 3-1 to Tottenham. There you go. Nico's out, is he? Oh, well, there you go then. Easy money. Arsenal are going to win that. I think Spurs do quite well in Villarreal, you know. It's exciting, isn't it? It's all on Prime as well, so you just pick a game and watch it. I think I'll be on Madrid Marseille while I'm having my dinner tonight. So Genio Dest, yeah, it could be decent. It could be decent. Well, I do have to. I'm working in London tomorrow, so I have to iron a shirt. So I'll be ironing a shirt while I watch the game. I would imagine. There you go. That's how exciting my life's going to be. I don't know if anyone's interested in that. 4-0 PSV, 8-0 Benfica, 8-0. I mean, it could be an absolute cricket score for Benfica. To be fair, only Tottenham on Prime, is it? Oh, that's rubbish. I want to watch Madrid. Mind the steps while in London, mate. I'm actually going to be going to Whitehall where there was our big protest. My favourite preferred club outside the UK. My favourite preferred club outside the UK. No, I don't have one. I don't think I do. No, I can't say. There's many. I've got too many, mate. I can't say I have one. Barcelona. Yeah. I love the city. I think Barcelona remains my favourite city that I've ever been to. I'm going to do a trip in November for whenever the next international break is. I think I might just go back to Barcelona. It was so good. I loved it. I loved it. Kairat. Oh, mate, I don't even know what that means. Eze, I probably wouldn't go for Eze. I don't. It's the same in FPL. Apart from Jokeres, I'm just not like I'm not huge on the Arsenal attack. So for that reason, I don't think I'd go for Eze. Sorry to sound quite negative, but yeah. Sagrada Firmino is finally complete, is it? I'm going to Google it. It's a little bit outside. I tell you what, outside it is amazing, but inside I thought it was a little bit overrated. I didn't really find it that special. I don't think it is finished, is it? Oh, it'll be finished by November, you'd imagine. Just, I don't know. Alex, I do need to come to Bucharest at some point. I need a trip, mate. I need a trip. I need a trip in November. We need to plan one. That's if I can actually afford it, because I'm going to be, I'm going to be swimming in Poland in December at the European Championships. They're in Lublin in Poland. So I think actually I might need to be careful with my money, because I've got nationals in Sheffield next month, and then I'm swimming in Lublin at the end of December, or towards the middle of December. So I don't think I have too much money. I got goosebumps while listening, or maybe I should have done the audio guide then. I didn't do the audio guide. I did the typical man thing, and I didn't do the instructions. I just went and experienced it. Tell me more about the Sagrada. It's a nice city, is it? I'm looking forward to going. I am really looking forward to going. If you read the story about Gaudi, wow. Tell me more. Tell me more. What was I going to look for? Oh, nothing that you would be interested in. I was just going to search something for myself. Yeah, wildcard video is out, ladies and gentlemen. I was just checking that it got uploaded. You guys probably don't care, but it came out. It's out. I've done a wildcard team for FPL if anyone was interested. Starting a new job at Uni of Bristol on Thursday, Tom. What's it? Lovely, mate. Bristol's great, especially if you're in and around Clifton. Clifton is it's posh. You'll love it. You will love it. And we are home to the best football club in the world, Bristol City, as well, mate. So yeah, you're going to have a great time here in Bristol. You don't have to share with me your address, but what area are you going to be living in? You somewhere near White Ladies Road, something like that? Let us know. I won't share where I am. I'm somewhere in Bristol. It has a sad end. I know he passes away. Oh, I see. A story of Jesus' life. Well, we'll have to go back. When I go back, I'll do the audio guide and do it properly. Oh, right. You're over in Cardiff right now. Yeah. I used to drive from Bristol to Cardiff quite often, mate. And train is probably the best way to do it. I wouldn't drive because the traffic on the M4 is such a nightmare. At times, it would take me 2 hours to get from Bristol to Cardiff, stuck on the M4, especially on a Friday. A Friday evening, the traffic would be horrendous. So yeah, if you can at all commute by train, I'd probably do that. But then getting from Temple Meads to the uni is quite far. So you will have to suss that out. I don't envy that commute. My sister lives in Nailsea. Huge, mate. Somewhat near me. Yeah. That'll be my thoughts on the commute. No worries, mate. I bloody hate trains as well. They're so expensive in this country. Yeah. Any thoughts on my team? Would you make any changes? I've only got one PSG player, which feels disgusting, but I also can't fathom a way to get another one in. One team is always going to be victim, aren't they? Arsenal team will be out in 2 minutes. We're going to go on their Twitter and have a look. Arsenal. We're on their Twitter, waiting for the lineup. Any replacements for Eze? If you're still here, mate, I'd go Elise. Thoughts on Mayulu? Mate, we got a striker for Bristol City. His brother plays for Bristol City, which is quite fun. I could get him in, but this front three is locked. This is not changing. Rodrigo usually puts up a story when he starts. You're lost. Oh, God. Thank you for that, mate. Well, we're going back to Barcola, aren't we? The Vinny dream is dead. Barcola, you're in. Nah, this front three for this week is the way to go for me. Mate, his brother is not a midfielder. His brother is a striker. He plays for my club, Bristol City. I'm pretty sure I know. He wears the number 9 and he's a striker. He's very much a striker. I do know. And he's mixed reviews you'd get about Fally Mayulu from Bristol City fans. Your one is. I'm confused now. What are you saying to me? Yeah, I know. The Bristol guy's brother. Yeah, Seni Mayulu, I know. I was saying, yeah. I'm just a little bit lost what to do with the extra 2.5 now. It's funny how we just landed back where we started, isn't it? We'll wait for the Arsenal team. Be out in a minute. Announce team. Announce the team. Announce your team, Arsenal. Actually, yeah, we gotta do the moves. I really hope Vinny starts. Yeah, I'm not risking it now. That's enough for me. That's enough for me. What was I gonna put in? Barcola. Continuing the series, Bristol City qualify for Europe, or you win FPL. Bristol City qualify for Europe. 100%. 100%. 100%. It would be so good for our city if Bristol City had that level of success, mate. It would be so amazing. I don't want to go near Rodrigo or Mastantuono. Arsenal, what's your team? Come on. Timber, Mosquera, Gabriel, Calafiori, Zubamendi, Rice. Oh, that is such a good team. Well, there's my team then. I think we're pretty settled, to be honest. Nice one, Alex. You take care, my friend. You take care. How about... Thing is, I feel like I want to spend the extra 2.5 I have here, but I just don't know where I can spend it. Like what positions would you guys improve in this team? What would you improve? Oh, I'd rather be voted mayor of Bristol City because I'd get us to the Premier League, mate. Oh, the city. Oh, mate, I don't want to be a politician. I thought you meant the CEO of the club. No, I don't think I don't want to be a politician, mate. Yeah, I was thinking that. We get Raya in. I was agreeing with that. I was about to do that. Get Raya in. Trubin or the Olympiacos one. They both play today, don't they? So I'm going to have to get Raya in. But then I don't want Raya because I think the Benfica clean sheet is as likely as the Arsenal one. No, Matilda, I'm very happy with Pavlidis. I think the gulf between those two teams is so big. I'm very happy with Pavlidis. Alex, take care, my friend. Thank you for joining. I guess I may as well go for Gabriel. Dumfries instead of Hakimi. Not interested. We'll get Gabriel. If Gabriel, come on. We're getting Gabriel. Still got 1.5 million. So I could upgrade Calafiori to Dumfries. Yeah, go on then. Go on then. Go on. We're back to pretty much where we started. Bro, Calafiori starting. You're not getting me. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I think that's pretty solid. So we got... so you basically had a good team and we were shit. No, not going to comment on that. I'm just looking at the clean sheet odds and Inter are 40%, Arsenal are 46%. So there's not much in it. And I think the difference in attacking upside between Dumfries and the rest of the Arsenal defenders is big enough. Gabriel, I think he's ridiculously priced considering, Calafiori and all that are what they are. But he's better from an attacking perspective, isn't he? So we'll go with him. Trubin, yeah, I'm going to go with him. Otamendi, I'm happy with that team. I don't want to risk Vinicius. Salah reluctantly is in. I don't even want Salah, but I just can't see anyone better. He's a Ballon d'Or level player, isn't he, at the end of the day, is Salah. I think that's me. I think that's me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to do a screen capture and tell my friends who I've got. Let's go with that. I was interested to see the Atletico team as well, to be fair. Bilbao. Let's see who they've got then. Bilbao. Oh no, are they called Athletic Club on here, are they? Or do they just not have Twitter? They just decided to not have Twitter. There we go. That's their team then. That's the Bilbao team. We'll have the PSV team out as well, so we'll have a look at PSV. PSV. That's the PSV team. So someone was saying, will Perisic start up front? There's your answer. Looks like Pepe, the number 9's up front. Van Bommel, Pepe, Perisic, Veerman. Pretty good team, aren't they, PSV? I just showed you Bilbao lineup. Do you want to see it again? There's the Bilbao. Oh, it's done it again. Oh, it's so frustrating. There we go. There's the Bilbao team, mate. I don't like Çalhanoğlu too much. Not from open play, anyway. Sanchez, he's in the team. Is he good, is he? Yeah, Van Dijk could be an option. Qarabag are 7th in the Azerbaijani league. Well, that's all you need to know, isn't it? Oh, it's pronounced sunset. Or sunset, something like that. Fair enough. Yeah, that's why I've got Pavlidis, mate. Are Arsenal keeping a clean sheet then, mate? What's the answer? Are they? Are they keeping a cleano? I just hope Benfica just go for the... In that case, no, I think Bilbao scores. Ooh, okay. Well, in that case then, I'm sticking with Gabriel. Rather than going double Arsenal defence. I'm happy because I've got so many players to come off the bench as well if I need them. I'm content. I would love to know do the Real Madrid lineups get leaked at all? Will we likely get a Real Madrid lineup leak before the deadline? What do you reckon? Yeah, I agree with Arsenal. I just think they're such a solid team, aren't they? Vinny and Mbappe together. What about this strategy? There's a chance, I think, that Vinicius doesn't play. I don't think Madrid Extra would have not predicted Vinicius in the team if... Should we go and have a look at see who the other YouTubers have got in their teams? I'm going to go and copy Bobby. I'm intrigued to see who he's got, though. Let's have a look. He's got loads of viewers. Good for you, Bobby. You legend. So he's got Kane, Mbappe, Luis Suarez, Trincao, Chiquinho, Gula, Barcola, Rafinha, Dumfries, Hakimi, Calafiori, Otamendi, Quenda, Truban. Yeah, okay. Got 4.5 in the bank. He just doesn't care about spending the money. What a don. What a don. FPL Tom, let's see who he's got. Let's have a look. UCL Fantasy. Search that. See who else is live at the moment. Let's see who Tom's got. Oh, why have you done that? So annoying when it gets rid of my tab. Let's see who Tom's got. Tom has got... Tom has got Raya, Inacio, Otamendi, Silva, Restos, Hakimi, Salah, Rafinha, Vitinha. Yeah, we're pretty close. We'll leave a message in his chat. Let's see who else is live. Ooh. All the streams open on all of your tabs. I love that, mate. That is hardcore. I think there's Dylan, was it, as well? He makes stuff about fans. Surely he's live. He's got 1,000 people watching him. Wow. Fair play to you, mate. So he's got Mbappe, Pavlidis. He's gone Vinicius. Okay. Elise, Çalhanoğlu, Siemens, Hakimi, Romero, House, and Otamendi, Trubin. Interesting. His timer's wrong, though. It's not. Yeah, we've got... Yeah, 17:45. It says it's 2 hours till the deadline. It's not. It's an hour, isn't it? He is good. He knows his onions. Let's have a look at Vinicius's Instagram. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. By the way, I'll leave a link to my Instagram in the chat. If you want to check me out on Instagram, please do. I'd appreciate that. Vinicius. He doesn't have a story about the game. So here's Vinicius's Instagram stories. Him and Jude doing a bit of training. And then a Nike advert. So does that mean Rodri's playing? Chiquinho scored 8 goals and 5 assists in the Greek league last season. Oh, do I get him in then? Oh, God. Oh, it's so painful. Do I get him in? Is he the best, is he? Oh. Who's the best Olympiacos player? Let's have a look. Let's go and have a look. Olympiacos. So who's their top scorer at the moment? They got Taremi, but he's a forward. You can't pick him. They got Podence. Bloody Podence. But he's only played 22 minutes. So yeah, Chiquinho has played good minutes. 1 goal, 2 assists. Al-Kabi. Do you really think so? But he's a forward. Well, let's see what position he is in this game. Ladies and gentlemen, I might be about to pick an Olympiacos midfielder. Dest has got 1 goal, 2 assists. How can I pick Dest above one of these, though? He plays for PSV, to be fair, not Olympiacos. Does Chiquinho come in here? I don't really give a damn about budget, to be honest. I don't really care about budget. Just, does he fit? Is he better than one of these midfielders? That's the only question. Trincao, Rafinha, Barcola, Elise, Salah. It's good, isn't it? Like, does Chiquinho get in that? And also, how good are Olympiacos? How good are they really? You know? Shit. They won 5-0, 2-0, 2-0. So they're undefeated. Scored 9, not conceded. So they're in bloody good form. And they're at home. I mean, who's Paphos got? Wow. It doesn't even show their league form. Their league form is not even on FBref. They're pretty good. They got David Luiz. Of course they do. Of course they do. Yeah, Olympiacos. That Greek form is quite tempting, isn't it? 1-3, scored 9, conceded none, lost none. Chiquinho could be good, but who do I get? Elise's in 33% of teams. Salah's in 15%. Oh, I want to get Chiquinho now. He does look great, doesn't he, FPL Maestro? Trincao. He's in there. I've got to have Trincao, mate. I've got to have him. Let's go back. Let's go and watch Bobby. I want to know who Bobby's got. If Chiquinho's in Bobby's team when I go on his stream, I'm having him. I'm not copying Bobby. I just want to know if he's got Chiquinho. He does. So he's got no Salah, no Elise. Oh, fuck it. Get this guy out. I'm picking Chiquinho over Salah. What kind of planet am I living on? What kind of world am I in where I'm doing that? I think it makes sense, though, doesn't it? I got 5 million. I could buy anyone. I've got so much money. Salah has looked off it. How have Atletico Madrid done? How have Atletico Madrid done? They are, even if they've done badly in the league, I don't really care. They're going to be good, aren't they? Oh, I want the women's team. How have they done? How have they done? 1 loss, 2 draws, and a win. They are just horrible, aren't they? They're just horrible to play against. They are gonna bring the bus, as Mourinho says. Bring the bus, the double bus. I agree. 5 million in the bank. Is there anywhere here you'd improve? Anywhere here you guys would improve? Chiquinho's in. I've decided he's in for Salah. In a world first, someone has just removed Salah from their fantasy football team to pick Chiquinho from Olympiacos. That's a world first. Vinny in somehow. I don't think Vinny plays. I'm not sure he does. I'm doubtful. I'm happy with that defence. Well, we don't know if Vinny's benched. Just not sure if he plays. Let's see who Dylan's got. He hasn't got him, though, has he? Oh, it's so tough. Paphos are amateur level. They are. Chiquinho should do well, shouldn't they? Just lost to Limassol. Okay. That'd be that's a massive derby, that one, mate. That's a massive derby, that. All right, we'll go Chiquinho. We're doing it. Chiquinho's in. Then it's just a difference between Trincao and Gonçalves. Lisbon. Sporting Club de Portugal. So Trincao. Oh, Gonçalves. 4 goals, 3 assists. He's been doing better this season. Oh, no. Oh, he's been killing it. Oh, now I've got doubts about Trincao because this guy looks amazing. I've got an idea. He's gone. Or should I have Quenda? Let's just go back. How many games has Quenda played? Where's Quenda? Okay, he has played. You've got to go Quenda then, haven't you? I can't. Yeah, I've got to keep him. So it really is a choice between those. Trincao, Quenda. Or is it? So here's what I'm thinking. So I've got Elise in there at the moment, who is the midfielder that I'm like, I've got the most doubt about of the 5 that I've picked. So I could go Elise to Gonçalves and then move Quenda out. But is Quenda so good to the point where I can't possibly live without him? What do you think? Could I get rid of Quenda? Get another defender in from anyone? Don't really care. I've got all the money in the world. I could get an Olympiakos fullback in, couldn't I? We're gonna have some fun here. Is there an Olympiakos defender that's done something? Ortega. 1 goal, 1 assist. What's his position? He's a left back. If we get rid of him, get Ortega in. And then get rid of him, get Gonçalves in. Rodney will be starting as right wing and he's a defender. Are you sure? Rodney. Not played all the games. A bit of a risk. Let's have a look. I'm going to go on FFBobby. Olympiakos from tomorrow, are they? FPLMV's got him. Rodney's not in the FFBobby predicted lineup, but that doesn't put me off. That doesn't put me off. When they won 5-0, where did he play? Oh, he didn't play. So he didn't play in their most recent game. Was he rested? Oh, physical discomfort for a few days. What about the game before? Played right back. I'm just going to rest off. I'm just going to rest off. I don't care. I can't believe this team I've picked. Fucking 7.5 million in the bank. What am I doing? 7.5 million in the bank. Am I on crack? I think it makes sense though, doesn't it? Chiquinho isn't starting Brev. I'm not having that. I'm not having that. Oh, he's got Rodney. Oh, but he's not on the same chip strategy as me. What's Bobby up to? Who's he got? Show me your team. He's gone back to Quenda. Oh, Chiquinho's gone as well. Is it Gula? How good has Gula been this season then? How good has Gula been? Oh, he's been good. He's been good. FPL Fran going with Gula. He's Fran is a Real Madrid fan as well. Maybe we go Gula then. going Chiquinho. Fuck it. He's going in. He's going to be in there. And then we're going to have Quenda. I just want Quenda. I want him. He feels right to have him in. Sporting. How many goals has Suarez got this season? All right, he's done all right, hasn't he? You've got to go with him, I think. He's a 5 million forward. Thing is, with the amount of money I've got in the bank, yeah, I think you're right, lads. And I can still get who's got the highest goal scoring odds or projection? Man City 175, Bayern 197. I didn't show these before. Goal odds, Fantasy Football Pundit. So I know Suarez is by far the highest, but if you look at how the odds are spread, he's not too different from Harry Kane. And then that gets me both Trincao and Gonçalves. Yeah. I think that still gets me triple Sporting. Yeah, Benham talk. I'm wildcarding a match day too, mate. So I'm picking my team with complete freedom. I can do what I like. Maybe. Oh, because I know I want triple Sporting. Oh, it's painful, this, isn't it? I'm going to see if I can find a goal scoring odds algorithm. I had one. I found one. There we go. So there we go. That's the latest odds for a goal. Luis Suarez is 60, but Harry Kane's still on 52. And if you look, these two are both on 48 to have both of them. So even though his is 60, Harry Kane's is still really good. And these two are really good as well. So it allows me to get both of these in. And Quenda. I think that's the way to do it. I think that's the way to do it. I think that's the way to go. Even though I think Luis Suarez is better than Harry Kane, I can still... Napoli is a very strong team. Yeah, I am. That's why I'm not having Haaland. I'm having Kane. No, I haven't made any changes to my team. Don't worry. Chelsea defence is really good. It's not, though, is it? They got Rob Sanchez in goal, mate. They're not that good. I'd go Otamendi for me. Oh, that's so tough. It's so tough. Leave a like rating on the stream if you haven't already, by the way. Let's see if we can do 100 likes before the stream is over. You are currently watching me have a meltdown over who I pick in my team because it's really hard. Never in a fantasy football game have I been this unsure about who I want in my starting 11. So that's good fun. What's Pavlidis' numbers like for Sporting? For Benfica, sorry. 2 goals, yeah, he's fine. 3.7 XG, yeah, he's had the chances. 1 pot. Pavlidis is ridiculous. So he's in. I'm relatively content with that. It's just whether is there anywhere else here you would upgrade? So I've still got cash in the bank. I've got another $1 million I could spend it. I've got $1 million in the bank. I've got Quenda, mate. Don't worry about Quenda. You think Timber is a better choice than Gabriel? I don't. I think Gabriel's the best Arsenal defender. In my humble opinion. I'm quite happy with that. I feel like I've made the most of the goal scorer odds here as well. Just go back to Sporting a sec. I'm content with that. FFBobby has Kane instead of Pavlidis. Yeah. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. It's just whether one position, if I can upgrade one of them, I think. I've got $1 million. But at the same time, I think that's really solid. Have I got any swaps I need to do? No, I don't think I can. No, that's pretty settled. There we go. I'm happy with that for the next 5 minutes. I'm going to put it in the chat again. Oh, I can see he sent me a DM of his team. Oh, I'm not gonna look at that. Sorry. Arsenal lineup's out, mate. It's the same one that started at the weekend. So nothing really new. Madueke, Gyökeres, but with Rice in it. Sorry, it's got Rice in it instead of Odegaard. I'm happy. I'm happy. I think I'm happy. Let's see who FPL Tom's got in his team. FPL Tom's got very different. He's got Salah. This is what FPL Tom's done. He's got Mbappe, Pablo. He's got basically the team I had before. I think you're missing something with no Quenda, aren't you? Good team though. I'm happy. I'm happy. My little rogue little team. He's on the bench. Saliba's on the bench. I go for Eze. I go for Eze over Marino. Let's see who else is live. See who else is live. Dylan. Oh, he's not on my strategy, so I can't. Doesn't really help me to watch that. We are praying, ladies and gentlemen, for Luis Suarez blank, basically. That is what I'm praying for. Oh, Fran's doing it. Oh, Fran's on a different strategy. Looking at his doesn't really help. All right, let's go back to that. Can you rate my team? Chevalier, Calafiori, Gabriel, Housen, Ortega, Araujo, Elise, Gula, Vitinha, Mbappe, Kane. Yeah, it's good, that. It's a good team, that, mate. Good team. That's a right good team, that, mate. Where's FPL MV? Is he on a different chip strategy as well? Have a quick look. Have a quick look. He's gone. He doesn't have Luis Suarez. Got Rodney, though. Good team, that. Oh. Pavlidis, 2 goals in last 4 league games, both in 89th, 90th minute. Is this concerning? The team he's got, mate. Quarabag. Should we just do some research on the team that he's playing, right? Let's do some research on Quarabag, right? Hang on, bear with. Let's do some research on Quarabag. Qarabag are currently 7th in the Azerbaijan Premier League. They've won 1 game, drawn 1, lost 1. Got a goal difference of 1. They are the only team on Google that have a badge in the Azerbaijan. Oh no, 2 teams. Gabala have a badge too. They are 7th out of 12 teams in the Azerbaijani Premier League, ladies and gentlemen. I am targeting them. I will be having Pavlidis. I will be having Pavlidis. That's all I'm saying. I'm very happy with Pavlidis. I think that is a massive gulf in teams. Where are Paphos? I think Paphos are in the Greek league, aren't they? Paphos are at least in the Greek league, and Limassol are currently top of the Greek league. Oh, Cypriot division. Jesus, they're even worse, aren't they? What was I getting excited about? It's not actual Olympiakos. It's the they got Orsic. Who have they got? Rubbish, aren't they? I'm going to go Chiquinho. I'm going full target. Sorry, Gula. They don't have a badge. They don't have a badge on Google. Look, the league they don't even have badges. Come on, man. So I'm pretty content. Oh, I haven't looked at Kairat Almaty yet, have I? I haven't looked at them yet. I've got to be fair. Oh, they got a badge, look. They got a badge. First in the Kazakhstani Premier League. 15 wins, 3 losses. Absolute domination in that league. You know what? Is their league over then? Is that their division over? It must. No, it can't be. No, they play 20, but they've won the league. Well, no, they haven't won the league. Paphos is actually not that bad. They played okay. Yeah, Chiquinho's the one I'm most doubtful about. We'll get Gula back. We'll get Gula back. Takes the bacon for his name alone. Could pick a player based on a cool name, to be fair. I think I'm fairly settled. Yeah. I know I don't have Luis Suarez, which feels like a crime compared to some of the other YouTubers and their teams. But I'm relatively happy. You can't have them all, can you? You can't have everyone. It's just painful looking at every other YouTuber with Suarez in their team, though. But you can't have everyone. Show me Bobby's team. I'm looking at Bobby's team again. Who's he got? Oh, he's done it. Look at him. Look at him. I'm in his head. He's having a muck about. Look, he's got rid of Luis Suarez. He's got Gonçalves and Trincao. Look at that. He's done it. Look. No, Suarez is so much better. I'm genuinely of the mind. I'm content. No one's asked me actually any questions about their team yet, by the way. It's quite funny. You're just watching me for shits and giggles at this point. Just watching me have a meltdown about who I pick. I think I'm fairly settled now. What's the time? Half an hour to go. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Let's go and see who FPL Tom has, shall we? Let's go and see who FPL Tom has in his team. Oh, he's got Chiquinho. So my decision on Suarez, right? I feel like the goal scoring odds between the two sporting midfielders that you can pick and Suarez, the difference is not that great. But I don't like any of the midfielders in the game as much as I like Kane. You see where I'm coming from? Do you see my logic? I want Gonçalves, I want Trincao, and I want Suarez, but I also want Quenda in my defence. I'm going to go back to... I'm just going to have a look at their underlying numbers. So Suarez, what's his XGI per 90? Oh, it's disgustingly good. Oh my Jesus, that's really good. So his XGI per 90 is well over 1. 0.88. So good. What about Gonçalves? 0.88. I don't think he's anywhere near that, is he? 0.82. Oh, he is. He's the one then. And then what about Trin? Oh. If his XGI is below like 0.6, I'm scared. Oh, it's 0.59. Yeah, we got Quenda. I'm not concerned about Quenda. He's in my team. It's just whether I go for Luis Suarez or Trincao. Oh. So I'm now sold on Gonçalves, I think. Luis Suarez coming back in. 12.5 million now. I just don't know who to pick. There's so few midfielders I want. I don't want Perisic. I don't want him. Just don't want any of these players. Yeah, I think Luis Suarez has got to be in, hasn't he? Yeah, Valentin, I'm going to wildcard, mate. Oh, fuck it. We're going to go back to where we were. I can't not have him. I can't not do it. I can't not do it. I'm going to have Salah. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it to myself. Who's Bobby got again? I'm just copying at this point. I'm sorry, I'm committing crimes here. Just copying people's teams, but I don't care. I'm trying to help myself. So Bobby's got Elise instead of Salah, basically. No, I'm sticking by him. League code. I'm gonna flash it up. You ready? There's my code. Coming up. There it is. There's my code. Get rid of that pin message as well. Thanks for the compliment on my team. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I know Salah's got Atletico, but they've conceded a lot of goals. They've let in some goals. They've let in 4 goals in 4 games. Elise might be better than Salah. That's the only debate. For me now is that I think the rest of the team's settled. I'm happy. That position is the last. Do I go Salah? De Bruyne versus City. The deadline is in 20 minutes. It's at 17:45. I don't know what time you're in, Nixie, but it's at 5:45 UK time. I'm going to scroll through all of the midfielders in the game, and we're going to see if any of them are better than Salah. I've gone for Gonçalves, mate. Elise, he's the only one. Surely he's the Eze, but is he better than Salah? I also think if Frimpong is back for Liverpool, that is better for Salah. Or they actually have a fullback. Just in general, I think that's better for Salah. Ooh, could go for Cole Palmer. What do we think of Cole Palmer? Is he better than Salah? Ansu Fati. There's just no one, is there? It is Salah. I went for Barcola, mate. I think he's more dangerous from open play. And I don't want to risk a penalty. I think if Vitinha outscores Barcola, it's for a scabby penalty. I'd rather have the player that's better. I'd rather have the better player. Bilbao fullback didn't look good. They usually play on the bench. Arsenal wins can have a filter. Tomine, not against Man City. Not against Man City. It's one player, isn't it? Salah's one of the best players on the planet. Yes, Lee. Let's go, Lee Fisher. El Kabi will play, yeah. I'm going to put it to the chat. Put it to the chat. Put it to the chat. My final Chiquinho, Elise, or an Arsenal mid. Mathilde, I am racking my brain over that one. That is what I'm thinking of right now, and I just don't know. I wish I could answer that question. And I just can't. I just can't answer it. Oh, painful. Elise's winning. But then I've got my team's identical to Bobby's then. And I haven't copied Bobby. I just wanted to see if he was picking Suarez or not. I don't want to just pick a team that's identical to Bobby for the sake of it, you know? I'm going to go with Salah. Hey, dude, I don't like the UCL. Fair enough, mate. Do you think Calafiori? Absolutely, yeah. Yeah. What's Elise done this season? Let's have a look at his stats. 3 goals, 1 assist. Oh, he's outrageous, isn't he? Look at that. But he plays Chelsea. 0.89. Those stats are disgusting, aren't they? Salah's 0.2. That's rubbish. That is rubbish. I'm tempted. Yeah, Chelsea do have Sanchez in goal, don't they? You're right. You're right. You are right. Unfortunately, now I think my team is identical to Bobby's, which is I don't like that because I don't want to copy him. I'm not copying him. You can see how I've naturally come to the conclusion of having this team, can't you? No, I'm happy with it. This is it. This is it. We're done. We're done. 4.5 in the bank. We're done. We're done. That's it. That's my team. A 3-hour and 15-minute live stream to play around with my team for the whole 3 hours and change 2 players. That's what we've just done. Please check relationship between Chelsea and... What do you mean by that, mate? Make sure I've got my team set up correctly. Yeah, we're all good. We are all good. There we are. Team is complete. We are so done. We are so good. This is it. This is it. Just seeing a video of a bloke getting arrested next to where I live. That was fun. Is there price changes? I don't think so. I might be wrong though. Are there price changes? I can't remember. My brain's gone. My brain has been fried by the amount of changes I've just had to make to my team. So I couldn't answer that. I've got 4.5 million in the bank, Lee. If you can give me a bright idea for where you'd spend it, then please let me know. But I'm wildcarding next week, so I'm literally picking a team for 1 game week. The only question I have is Arda Güler better than Salah? Because I can go Güler to Salah now with the 4.5, but it is almost spending money for the sake of it. Vinny, but I don't think Vinny's going to play. It's not guaranteed he's going to start. I want Salah. I want him at some point, but then Güler as well has been really good. I know, Lee. It's mental, isn't it? Absolutely mental. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. There we are. Do you know what's funny? This is exactly the team I think I had at the start of the deadline stream. I think we're there. We're there. 10 minutes to go. That's it. I think that's it. You could get Harry Kane. Yeah, I don't want that. Pavlidis is the one for me. Quarabag, mate. They don't even have a badge in Google. We did Google. Quarabag. They don't even have a badge. Or they're the only team in their league, in the Azerbaijani Premier League, that have a badge. So I hadn't heard of any of their players. Not a single one. Not a single one. I'd go Pavlidis. I've had this team 3 times, you know. There we go. We're done. We are done. Done, done, done. Palmer or Elise? Elise. Rahel, best teammates in the game except Elise, Rafinha and Sporting. No price restrictions. Go for the ones I've got on my team, mate. Salah and Barcola. Also, Salah's on like 20% ownership. 15. Come on. Yeah, but he's playing Bayern, mate. I'm not sure I can do that. Have one more round of the YouTubers. Let's see what they've gone for. All right. Tom. Who's Tom got? Bloody out of the way. Jokerez or Kane? Kane. Definitely. Oh, 2 ads, Tom. Bloody hell. How many ads do you want to run on your streams? He's gone Chiquinho. Hello. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, that's what Tom's looking at. Dylan. He's gone for Pavlidis and Salah. Okay, we've basically got the same team. All right. Bobby. Mbappe, Pavlidis, Suarez. He's gone to Pavlidis as well. Okay. League code? You want to see it? 519 people in there. There's my league code. There's my league code. Oh, without the hash. I'll do it again. There you go. That's my league code. Who's Fran got? He's gone Vinny. He's gone Vinny. Let's see if there's a Real Madrid league. If there's a Real Madrid league and Vinicius is in the team, I'm picking him over Salah. This ain't useful. Most likely to get an attack in return. FPL Tom Hadley, by the way. Fantastic resource. Gonçalves, Suarez, Trincao, Kane 60. Pavlidis is up there. Salah's 60%. Okay. Quenda, 52%. Yeah, we're happy. I'm happy. I'm happy, mate. Akliouche is really good if you're not on the same chip strategy as me. I like Akliouche. I think he's great value. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, mate, but I think he's the most likely of the two Olympiacos goalkeepers to play. I've got Trubin though, so I'm quite happy. Yeah, that's my thoughts. Do you think Haaland and Mbappe Kane front three is too crazy now? Why not Calafiori? I just think Gabriel's better. He's got more chance of scoring a goal, in my opinion. Gurassi's good as well, mate. I don't have him because it doesn't work for my chip strategy, but I think he's going to be good. I mean, he was good last season. No reason to suggest he's not going to be good this year either. Which just doesn't fit my strategy as things stand. We're just going to look for some Real Madrid team news. Actually, if we go back to Tom Hadley. Let's see. Let's go back to that. Where's Vinicius on here? He's not here. Oh, he is. He's 60, same as Salah. Eze or Gula? Gula. Oh, no. Yeah, Gula. Reluctantly Gula. What's your chip strategy? If you're picking long term, I go Gula because I think when Saka gets back, I'm just not sure he plays on the left for Arsenal. Yeah, Chiquinho's good, mate. Got 0.5 in the bank. Is it worth upgrading Vitinha to Barcola or double up on PSG and do Calhanoglu? Flip a coin, mate. I don't know. Xavi Simons or Elise? Elise. Double up Arsenal defence? You can do. Let's see what else he's tweeted. He's a giga thread. Be ruthless. If a premium is underperforming, don't hesitate to sell. Yeah, those three are juicy. Vinny or Gula? Gula. I don't know if Vinny plays. Rafinha, Vitinha. Yeah, he's liking all the forwards. Okay. There we go. Calafiori is more on striking. I haven't that. I think Gabriel's better. Gabriel is better. 2 minutes until the deadline. My team is settled, ladies and gentlemen. I am not doing anything to this team. This is done. This is my team. This is me. Bosh. Can we have a Bosh in the chat for UCL Fantasy? Live for 3 hours and 20 minutes. Absolutely gargantuan. I've run out of things to talk about, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm happy with that. Cheers, Dakshin, mate. Let's have a Bosh. Come on, give us a Bosh in the chat. Bosh. Quenda. Bosh. There we go. Hang on, I've got something for you. Bear with. Rafinha or Calafiori? Well, that's Rafinha. If it's the Barcelona Rafinha, definitely. Ready? Bash! Give you another one. Bash! Probably whatever I can watch in the UK. Probably Tottenham. Unfortunately, I have to go to bed early tonight because I've got to get a 6:30 a.m. train to London. So I'll be in bed at like 9:30, so I won't be able to watch the full game. I think the deadline, ladies and gentlemen, has passed. I think the deadline has passed. I think that's it. Deadline gone. Team set. Good luck, everyone. We're done. Champions League team is set. Mbappe is my captain. That was really hard. That was hard. I'm going to go to the gym now, if that's all right with you. And good luck in Champions League fantasy football. I'll see you later.